What is going on, everybody? This is Jay from Maji and Jay, and this is going to be my 3-in-1 video. What we got here is the unboxing, the hands-on, and the Antutu benchmark test of the new OnePlus 3. I got this directly from their website. It got here only in 2 days. They were estimating the arrival of this product around the 21st or the 22nd of this month, which was around Tuesday or Wednesday, and I got it today, Friday. I ordered it on Wednesday of this same week, so I got it extremely fast, and I'm super happy, guys, because this phone is actually becoming a media sensation because of its price. It's only $399, and you're getting 6 gigabytes of RAM, you're getting 64 gigabytes of internal storage, the Snapdragon 820, and so on. So before we get into the details of the phone, let me go ahead and unbox it and see exactly what comes inside of the package. As you guys can see, I held all my temptations to open it, as I usually like to do, because I enjoy it more when I open it here with you guys on the videos. For some reason, I don't know why, I get more satisfaction when I do it this way. So here we have the packaging. It has a whole bunch of bubble wrap. I would say that the least they could do is maybe include a box instead of this envelope type of packaging, but that's okay because the phone got here safely. Even though you guys can notice right there, there is a little bit of a damage on the box. Okay, so here we have the front of the box. We can see already a big number 3. It comes with the OnePlus logo. On the left hand side, the same story. On the right hand side, exactly the same logo. And on the ends, it's going to be absolutely plain. On the back here, we have the model information and also the color. I got the gray color because I think it's the most attractive as of right now. So here, let me just go ahead and break this cover. Just gonna do it here from any side. There we go. Okay, and now let me go ahead and slide this thing open here. So inside of the box we find the beautiful device. Wow, look at this, guys. It's super shiny, and if I'm not mistaken, this phone is about 7.3 millimeters thin, and you can already feel it in the hand. It's absolutely comfortable. I mean, some reviews are criticizing the design of the phone because they say it's pretty much the same as we have seen plenty of times before. And I have to agree, guys, that this phone has a very similar design to the HTC devices. Also looks very similar to the LTEs, if you guys ask me. But I think it's a very cool design all in all. Getting a look here on the front side of the device, we find a 5.5-inch display OLED. It comes with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It has 401 ppi, which is really cool. And also on the front here, we can see that 8 megapixel sensor camera with the proximity and light sensor together with the ear speaker. On the bottom side there, we have a fingerprint scanner, and supposedly it reads your fingerprint in less than 1 second, which is really cool. And I think it compares a little bit with the iPhone fingerprint, which is something that I'm looking forward to. Another cool feature about this fingerprint is that you can wake up the device. You don't have to press the power key in order to unlock the phone. You can just do it directly from when the display is turned off at the moment, or also known as sleep mode, which is something that I was looking forward to because with the Galaxy S7 that you guys see right here, I cannot do that. So sometimes it's a little bit of an inconvenience, especially if you're working at a fast-paced environment like I do. I work for the post office, and sometimes we are completing deliveries. The address is not known, we don't know how to get there, and you need to unlock the device as soon as possible. This can get on your way. So I think that having this feature is definitely great, at least on my side. So on the left hand side here, we have a little switch so that we can change some notification sounds on the device. We do have here the volume rockers up and down. And then on the bottom side, we have the loudspeaker. We also have 2 screws on the sides. We have the USB Type-C together with the main microphone and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right side of the device, we got there nothing but the power key. We also have the SIM tray, which is a Nano SIM tray. And again, we cannot upgrade the memory on this particular model. It has a metallic unibody, so that means that everything is one piece. And let me tell you guys that this thing is actually better than it looks on the videos. When you feel it, it's so comfortable. I already ordered a case through Amazon, but unfortunately it hasn't arrived yet. So let me go ahead and set it aside for now and show you guys what else comes inside of the box. So the box already is super premium, I would say. In here we're going to have the divider, and then inside of the divider, I believe you're going to have the manuals or some sort of let me see, some sort of information, maybe a quick start guide or something. I'm not sure yet. So yes, we do have here the manuals, and then we have a quick start guide. So the manuals are quite detailed. So far from what I can see, they come in Chinese and also English. Let me see what else we got here. This is the user guide. Then we have here some stickers and a SIM ejector tool, and that's about it. So everything is pretty much straightforward so far. Next we got inside another divider here, and this is a little message from Oneplus. So I think it's giving us here a little story about the company and whatnot, something that we really don't care about. So here we have the charger. They have a different name for it, and to be honest with you guys, I forgot exactly how they call this new fast charging technology that they're using, but I heard that you can charge it from 0 to 60% in about 30 minutes. So that's unbelievable. So far the charger feels really heavy, and there we have the voltage information. This time it's a 5 volt 4 amps, so it is a lot stronger than the Samsung Galaxy S7 charger. Very cool. Next we got here the USB, and this is just the standard USB Type-C, so nothing special here. And inside of the box we have nothing else. Okay, so now let me go ahead and power it on here from the side so that we can check the boot logo here for the first time. And this is exactly the same thing that we saw in the previous model from last year. Actually has a different animation this time. As you guys can tell, this is running on the Android 6.0. It has the Oxygen OS, but they have left it for the most part very clean, so it's very fast and efficient. This is something, guys, that I'm looking forward to, because to be honest with you, TouchWiz here is lagging quite a bunch for me after a while. I mean, I've been using this device now for about 4 or 5 months, and I am quite disappointed because it is currently lagging. And at one point my SD card went bad on this device, and I got a Samsung original SD card, and I had over 300 photos. And before you knew it, guys, it was all messed up, and I was quite disappointed. And I do need an SD card on this device, even though I'm not a fan of it. And that's because we only have 32 gigabytes of internal storage on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, something that it's not sufficient, especially if you're a guy like me that's always taking pictures. I have a big family, so I'm always taking pictures, videos, and so on. And now I have finished all the setup process, and I already set up my fingerprint scanner. I set up the Google Play and so on and so forth. And let me tell you guys that I've never seen a fingerprint scanner so fast like the OnePlus 3. Let me give you here a quick demonstration. I'm just going to place it on top, and you guys can see that it is literally taking a fraction of a second to do so. Right now I have it on sleep mode, and this is the feature that I was mentioning before as I was completing the unboxing, is that you can just place your fingerprint directly here, and the phone will wake up for you and go into the main page, which is something really awesome. So here, getting a look at the lock screen is just standard one. We only have there the Wi-Fi indicator, we have the battery meter. It is a dual SIM device so far from what I can see here, and yes, we only see here the time, the date, and that's about it. So it is a very simplistic lock screen here, something that we have seen numerous times before. So here, getting to the operating system, I also noticed, guys, that this is not a hardware button, this is a capacitor button. So when you press it, it's not going to click, something very cool. We also have a menu key and a back key, and you can invert them. You can also choose if you want your capacitive keys to be on the operating system, which is another plus here for this device. So getting here into the settings menu, we can see that it looks very similar to our average Chinese device, and we can also notice that it is quite clean. This is almost, as I mentioned before, a clean version of the Android 6.0. So here we have the operating system, it's the 6.0.1, which is very updated. And I can tell that this is my menu key and this is my back key, something that I don't want to happen. So I'm going to change that later on in this video, maybe after the video. So here we have just the standard information, nothing too crazy. Now what I want to do next is go here into the RAM available, and I want to see exactly how much we have. And then we're going to do a comparison with the fingerprint scanner on the Galaxy S7, and finally the Antutu benchmark test like I promised before. So here we have the memory tab, and this is where we're going to find the RAM. We have 4.5 gigabytes free, which is absolutely insane. I also want to take this opportunity, since I have them side by side, to go ahead and complete here the fingerprint scanner test. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot do it while the screen is off like we can here with the OnePlus 3. Just take it as a positive aspect on the OnePlus 3 that we have that feature where you can go ahead and unlock it without having to press on the power key, which I think is absolutely spectacular. So let me go ahead and wake them both up. So here we have the S7 and the OnePlus 3, and in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. We can clearly see that the winner here is the OnePlus 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. And since a lot of you guys sometimes are doubtful, about the performance of a phone, some of you guys may say, AJ, maybe you had certain applications open on your device. I just want to make sure that you guys see that nothing's open here. As a matter of fact, I had this one cleared and this one had 2 open. So now we're going to do that one more time and make a fair comparison. And actually here you guys can notice that the battery is about the same on both of them. The brightness is at the max on both of the devices. And let's go ahead and try that here for the last time. There we go. Again, the winner here in the fingerprint scanner is going to be the OnePlus 3. So now, as you guys can tell here from the screen, I already downloaded the application for the OnePlus 3 and I have it installed already here on my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. And I also want to show you that I have all my tasks killed on both of the devices. So as you guys can tell, there's nothing open on the background. I just want to clarify it because I know a lot of you guys try to find every single detail when I complete these testings. Also, both of them are connected to the Wi-Fi and both of them have about the same battery, as you guys can tell. So here what we're going to do next is open the application on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge and also on the OnePlus 3. So this is my previous score that I have received on this device, which is 133,000. And now we're going to find out and see how well the OnePlus 3 is going to do versus the Samsung Galaxy S7. So let me just set them aside with each other and see if I can get it to stand. I'm about to crack one of them, guys, by accident here, but for you guys, anything is worth it. So there we go. Let me just scroll this down, and in 1, 2, actually, let me balance this a little bit better. There we go. I don't want to do a sloppy job here, but it's quite hard, guys. They're very slippery. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty guys, so here we obviously have a flagship killer, and that's going to be the OnePlus 3. This thing is absolutely crazy. I mean, just look at the difference. I know that before we had a score of about 133,000. I know it varies a little bit, but we are talking of about almost 10,000 of difference here. This is absolutely spectacular, especially for a device that will only cost you $399. I think it's great, guys. I mean, so far I am super pleased from what I can see here on the OnePlus 3. Now, something that I don't like much is the fact that it comes with a 3000 built-in power milliamp battery. It is not replaceable, just like on the Samsung Galaxy S7, but the fast charging is a little bit better now on the OnePlus 3. These are testing that I'm going to complete later on just to prove it to you guys. I know that a lot of you guys like to see in order to believe, and I don't blame you. But let me tell you guys that the OnePlus 3 is definitely not a disappointment, at least on my side. I do like the design. I do like the fact that it is made of aluminum on the back, and that yes, it is a unibody. Another little cons about this phone that I didn't like, other than the battery, is the fact that we don't have memory expansion on here, but it does come with 64 gigabytes of internal memory. Now, getting here now to the camera briefly, I have seen some pictures out there and some comparisons, and they are quite similar when it comes to quality. So of course, guys, on a separate video I will be comparing the video recording with the OnePlus 3 and also the Samsung Galaxy S7 with optical image stabilization in 4K at 30 frames per second. So with this being said, I think I have said enough already about the OnePlus 3. More videos are coming very soon, guys. On the comment section below, let me know what you think about this amazing device. So far I think it's great. I think it's a super performer. I think it has an amazing price at $399 and it comes unlocked. So just compare it here with a device like the Samsung Galaxy S7 or even the iPhone. They're both going to cost you over $700, and this is only $400, so it's almost half the cost. Wow, this is really impressive. OnePlus 3, I think you did a very nice job with this particular model. Well, if you guys have any questions, you know exactly what to do. Just leave your comment below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.